Hey, so here's yet another unboxing, and I'm really excited for this one because this is a birthday unboxing of sorts because I ordered this on my birthday, which was exactly 27 days ago, and I received this package yesterday after 26 days of waiting. So almost a month. It took that long because I ordered this from Hong Kong, from HK Now store. They've got a great variety, and there's a lot of puzzles there which you don't get here in India, so that's why I'm exploring other options. This is the second time I'm ordering international. The first one was what I already showed you, the 3 puzzles I got from eBay, the shape mods and the curvy copter, and this is the WitEden Octahedral Mixup 2 Plus. Here it is, the WitEden Mixup 2 Plus Mic Armbrust Octahedral Mixup Cube. So I know it says something else on the top, but that's just a generic package that they've got, I guess. They've put the tick mark correctly, and I guess they've sent the correct product inside. We can check that out. But yeah, before I open this though, I wanted to talk about what this puzzle is. It's a shape mod of a shape mod of of an advancement of a Rubik's Cube, and what I'm trying to say is I've got a regular 3x3 Rubik's Cube here, and we know that if we want to turn this, let's say through the middle, I have to turn it the entire 90 degrees, and then I can make further turns, right? What a mix-up cube is that the edges and the centers need not retain their positions always. What I mean by that is, on a regular Rubik's Cube, this center will always remain on the center no matter which face it's gone on, and an edge will always remain an edge, and of course corners will remain corners. I mean, I can show you that no matter how you try to scramble this red center is always going to be exactly in the center of whichever face it's on. Let me just bring this back to shape. Okay, so a mix-up cube means that the centers and edges need not retain their positions. What that means is, if I were to make a 45-degree turn like this, now a center has come to the edge and the edges have the center position. I would now be able, theoretically, to make this turn, which right now I'm not able to do that because the Rubik's Cube does not allow for that. Mainly because the internal mechanism does not allow for that. But there's another thing. Even if an extra dimension was added to the internal mechanism to make this turn possible, it still would not turn because this piece is too wide to be able to fit through this gap. Why is that? Because technically, if this edge was, say, I don't know, let's say this was X centimeters, this edge, the part that would have to fit through is the hypotenuse of 2 of those X's. You can see that 90-degree triangle there. So the width that has to pass through is a little too much. And so the 2 modifications that are required to make a cube such as one that I've described as a mix-up cube would be, firstly, to add the extra dimension inside in the internal mechanism to make that possible, instead of just the 3, and also to make sure that the centers are sufficiently wider than the edges, or that the edges are sufficiently reduced in their width to be able to fit through here. So I'll try to pull up some images from the internet about what a mix-up cube looks like, and the next thing is why this is called the Octahedral Mixup 2 Plus. So let me talk about the word 2 next, why that's there. So the reason that there's Octahedral Mixups 1 and 2 is because there's 2 different ways of modifying a cube, like this one, into the shape of an octahedron by cutting off several of the corners and basically shaving it down into an octahedral form. That part's not that complicated though, but there are different ways of doing it. The angle of the top, basically this angle. So one is, maybe I'll pull up some images even for this portion. So one version is a little bit flatter and a little bit stouter, I guess, than the other. The other one, it's what's shown here, is it's taller and it's standing up a little more straight. I prefer the taller one. It looks a little more, looks more proper. It looks more elegant in my eyes. But that's just personal preference. Again, I'm sure there are people who prefer the Mixup 1 more than the Mixup 2. And that's for what plus means. So I described what the Mixup was based on a Rubik's Cube. Now, once you've made this turn, right, this is the new center, or it's actually an edge. So if you were to make two further cuts, one over here and one over here, such that this single piece is now going to be three separate pieces, and that each of those sections could be shuffled independently of each other, that is a Mixup Plus. Okay, that's a regular Mixup Plus. And if that same concept was to be ported over to the Octahedral Mixup 2, that would be the Octahedral Mixup 2 Plus. Right, and the reason it has the person's name, I mean what sounds like a person's name there, Mike Armbrust, and the reason that this is also called the Armbrust Octahedral Mixup is because that's the name of the person who collaborated in order to make this puzzle possible. As I'm moving it around, I'm hearing some rattling. That means they've either put something extra inside or the puzzle is damaged in some way. I hope it's okay. I'm hearing some rattling. It's worrying me a little bit, but you know what? Let's just get into it. This, just for an extra bit of info, this is the blue color, the blue version. It's made in blue plastic because I like the color blue. Anyway, let me get on with opening it. Puzzle seems... yeah, it's not fine. The puzzle is not fine. It's, I think it's okay though. Just that a few pieces have come out. It's a little bit shuffled, I guess. It isn't turning at the moment. Should I put the pieces in? Okay, no, it's turning. So this is what the cube, I mean the puzzle sort of looks like. The edges are mostly in, but this three piece, a few are missing. And all the pieces are inside, no problem at all. I'm just gonna put them in real quick. This is this piece goes here, I believe. So I guess it's gonna be as simple as just slipping it in. That's in. And this one, this blue and purple. Right, that's snapped right into place. And now the last piece goes in this way. Put it in. Yikes! And there it is. That is a puzzle. Why does it feel a little bit loose? I'll see if I can remove these center caps, and I wonder if there's screws to make this a little bit tighter, because it does feel a little bit loose, and you can see that there's gaps forming. I don't like that very much. I'm sure there's a way to tighten this puzzle up. You know, I wonder how to remove these caps, but yeah, I'll get to that point later. For now, let's just look at this puzzle and how gorgeous it is. I'm loving that blue plastic. Wow. I like that sound too, even though it is a bit of a symptom that the pieces could come loose and pop, but yeah, I'm sure that when I tighten it, it'll be okay. So let me just try and make a few turns. Seems to turn fine. Turns absolutely fine. And it should, because this is one of the, not the most, I mean, I think it's the most expensive puzzle that I've bought so far. One of them at any rate. So, and of course it's WitEden, so the build quality is going to be pretty amazing. Very nice. Turns on all axes very well indeed. But I've only done full turns so far. Let me see if I can do a mix-up turn. No, wait. How do we do a mix-up turn? Okay. I think that I'll have to do this. Okay. Now if I turn this, Wonderful. So that's how it's done. I wonder if we can turn this as well. Let's just see if that works. If I can put this in to no, I guess not. So those might always stay in their relative positions. No, they won't, because this turn would take this away from this. So yeah, all of them can shuffle pretty well. That's awesome. I'm enjoying this. I like the way it turns a lot. Let me try. Ooh, it's a little bit of a lockup, but yeah, it unsnap itself on its own. Here's how you isolate one of those corners, an absolute corner. I mean, I guess you can call it a corner. There's that, and let me just put this back into place. Wonderful. I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy with this puzzle. Oh, there's the surprise. I didn't notice that so far. There's a WitEden logo and the name of Armbrust. Here it is. Here are the colors. On the top half section of the puzzle we have pink, red, yellow and green, and on the opposite side we have green opposite to, I mean not opposite to, but adjacent to, orange is adjacent to green, purple is next to yellow, blue is next to red, wow, and white is next to pink. I think especially when it comes to orange, white, pink, blue and red sides, the blue plastic really stands out and it looks really amazing. It's a fantastic puzzle really, and I don't see any problems with the turning, nothing wrong at all. So I think it's going to be a really fun solve. Maybe I'll shuffle it on camera just so you know what it looks like. Just look at that blue plastic. Wow, amazing. That's what it is. Okay. Okay, maybe I'll do regular shuffles first. This is similar to just doing a regular shuffle on a Rubik's Cube. I am making a little bit of an effort to make sure it lines up, but not too much. So it's pretty much lining up on its own. I'm not saying the corner cutting is amazing or anything. Let's check that out if you want to know. How does one even test corner cutting on this? See that? I think it's absolutely fine. I've dislodged it by that much and it just comes back into place. That's quite good, to be honest. So I'm not even putting in that much of an effort to make sure the alignment's fine, because it's doing that on its own. It's really well built. And I did say it was a little loose, but it's not causing me any problems so far. It is creating some gaps, but I don't feel like the puzzle is going to come apart at any point. So I'm really happy with the build quality. And I think it's time to do some mix-up moves. Yeah, I think this is the alignment that's required. And there it is. I'm gonna just keep on going with that until it's fully mixed up, as I say. What's up with this? Why is it locked? Oh. We'll now try and mix up the blue and purple. Yep, it's shifting really well right now. I just hit the phone that's recording this. I'm recording this on my phone, as you know. Let's get this red. Yeah, it's a very intuitive shuffle. I didn't think that I would be able to figure this out so easily. I thought I'd spend a long time just struggling with shuffling it, but that seems to not be the case. I'm not going to say it's going to be an easy solve, because I'm sure it won't be, because I don't even own Mixup Cube yet. So yeah, but I'm not feeling particularly out of place or weirded out by the shape. That's always a good thing. And what else is left to shuffle? I'll just get these pinks away from each other. I think that's fully shuffled, isn't it? I'll just create some shape shifting here too, just to, you know, just for the sake of calling it fully shuffled. And maybe a little bit over here. I mean, it's not a big deal, but okay, there it is. This is what it looks like fully shuffled. It's gonna be quite difficult to solve, I think. But yeah, it's something I'm really happy with. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Here's the stand that they've given. The stand is from WitEden. It says WitEden on it. I guess you can see it. Right. I'm just gonna put it on if it's gonna stay. This isn't how it's meant to look like when it still stays on somewhat, but yeah, it's got to be fully it's got to be removed from its shape shifted form to balance on there. So yeah, that's the Armbrust Mixup Octahedron, also called the Octahedral Mixup II Plus by WitEden. Amazing. I also bought this. This is just from Flipkart online. I just ordered this. It's a YJ puzzle star. I don't know if you can see it, but it's also has a glittery finish to it. I'm not really going to take it out of the packet because it's just a regular 3x3 shape mod, so I'm not really that excited about it. I just bought it to fill in my collection. Yeah, this is the star of the show today. I'm not disappointed at all. I was very excited to open this, and I am not disappointed at all with the colors or the build quality. This is going to be really, really fun. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you.